And good morning, people. Welcome back to Jade Cocoon 2. We are going through the arena fairly quickly. Now that I'm actually here, the arena is actually just a small part of the game, it seems. The last three parts have been the beginner, amateur, and the advanced. And today, we're going to change things up a little bit. You might not recognise anyone there, but I would like to introduce you to a team that I've been preparing for a while. Well, I had this team prepared quite a while back. I'm going into the Merge Limited tournament. You might notice there's 2 over 2 there. In Merge Limited, you can only have a maximum of 2 merges. So I've been preparing with that in mind. Each of these has been merged twice. They are on the 3rd evolvement. They are as high up as I could get them without really putting them to giving them any detrimental stuff. So let me introduce them to you. First up, we have Ha here. He's a hee-haw-haw. Yes, I did say I didn't like them, but this group is actually made up of the eggs and the leftover eggs that I didn't use when I was raising all my beasts. So these are the leftovers, but they've got a very important part to play. You can't get to the last tournament without actually going through the Merge Limited. So this group is just as important as my main group. Call them leftovers, call them just a bunch of rag beasts. They're just as important. But yeah, don't expect amazing stats out of any of these. They've only been merged twice. They are all level 20. But it's mostly their skills. Tishalite, very important here because of something that's coming up. Next up is Jaw, the Ankalorg. Has a high strength and a fairly high wisdom, so Tishalite is going to be helpful, but also has total loss. Hoops here is an earner, goes from the Tok Egg. Does have Shockwave, mostly for the HP up, but also Samakilna to reduce defense. Questionable in use, to be honest, if I'm going to be using it that much. Next up is Horns, my Skumill, so I am using a bug here. Very high attack, Poison Storm and Shockwave. Dart, Rashambler. This one I had 2 Whiskerak eggs, and this one was the worst of the 2, so this is why it's on this group. But high vitality, high spirit, nice for a frontliner. Shockwave and Poison Storm. Strength is okay. And Boltani. This one isn't really in its correct place. It should be on the middle, but vitality is there. Has a high vitality, high spirit. Wisdom is fairly low, but the real reason I've got it on my group is this here, Explode. Explode isn't really that useful when fighting high amount of merge, when beasts that have a high amount of merge, because their health is fairly high. But remember, I'm going into a group against enemies that have a maximum of 2 merges. Their health won't be as high, and that's why Puncher, my Rodel Chew here, also has it. 150 guaranteed damage is a lot in this sort of environment. Willow here has Baryon, so I've got a bit of defense. I won't be fighting enemies with a whole lot of attack power, so Baryon should keep me safe for quite a bit. Eliminate, I could give Meta Knight, but Eliminate when at 2 merges is going to be so much more effective. I believe everyone has HP up 3. You only have HP up to 1, but and so do you, and you don't have it at all. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. So yeah, this should be more than sufficient to actually win this, if my strategy works.
Are you in top condition? The battle sign up is over here.
So let's enter the tournament and see what happens. Merge limited. So who do I have? I've got Nam and Vanilla in this group. That could be a problem. But as you can see, I'm facing enemies which are on their 2nd involvement. We may see the odd 3rd, but we're mostly going to see them at this sort of stage, which is an advantage straight up. So let's start off with my main attack side. Yes, Earth is going to be my main attack side. Baryon, and that should be the end of that one. Well, not quite. But yeah, you can see explode. Yes, kept me with 2. Does over half their damage, half their health in damage. Very, very useful. But it is fairly mana intensive, or skill power intensive, MP intensive. So that's why I have Tish Light on 2 people. Yeah, 2 Tish Lights should fill me back up to full mana. Eliminate to heal any damage I'm taking. And then back to the hitting. It is a bit slower as a strategy, but it's, as far as I'm aware, pretty much guaranteed to work. However, let's use our other side for a bit. Soldona, this isn't really going to hurt that much. Yeah, you can see the difference between what Explode does and what my fire hitters are doing. They're sort of hundreds, with Soldona being, what, 60, 70. So yeah, you can obviously see what the difference between that is. Doesn't mean I'm going to completely rely on my Earthline. It's going to be my main side, but there is the chance that they might die. So I do need to have some alternatives available.
At this rate, we're in trouble. At this rate, we're in trouble.
Case in point for my leaf there.
Almost there.
The leaf sort of has the lowest health pool, so yeah. But this fight is pretty much over now.
Well, I guess it is a win.
So yeah, these fights are going to take a little bit longer because, oh, Vanilla lost as well, because of the nature of the beasts I'm using. But I should not have any issue with actually winning.
The match has begun.
Yeah, and here we see a couple of the evolved beasts, so they do have a few. Lapis, that's a speed, isn't it? And Ramicus. So we're not fighting strong attacks, we're sort of fighting the lower tier of them, but we are still sort of fighting them, fighting boosts. I'm trying to figure out how he's got two beasts on his wing, one on his earth and one on his wind side, when they're actually earth and wind beasts. How they don't have a skill with their actual element, but then again, we've seen that a few times and it's still as confusing now as it was then. Yeah, let's do this. Limina, so that's 45 health or 6 to 50? That's a fair chunk actually, especially with the amount of HP that two merges has. It's one of the reasons why I chose Eliminate as my hero of choice. Another good side about using Explode, if they increase their defense, like this group does, my attacks aren't affected by that at all. Because it's a flat 150 damage. One bad thing about this group, these two, is they don't tend to attack the fight beast. Or the same beast in the same turn. The Garon, my fire Garon attacks the sides generally, while my Olg attacks the middle. And missing is always bad. So let's see if we can do some damage on the other with another group. Oh, thank you for the Ramikite. Or Ramikis. That's another side down. And it did it on yourself this time. Oh well. That is unfortunate, but not something that can be sort of unexpected. So he's open on one side, and he doesn't have any way to raise beasts, so that is good. And since this is the only one on his side now, 2 explodes should finish it.
Almost there.
Obviously misses would have been a problem, but they didn't miss. Okay, this one should be out of the way as well.
I like it. Go at it.
So just got to deal with his fire side, unless he wants to turn to his earth side. Vitra, that reduces defense, but that doesn't really make a difference because actually yes, it does sort of make a difference. Not too bad. It wouldn't have made a difference if I put Samakion on it, that sort of thing, but oh. He pretty much can't do any damage though to me, so this is just waiting for the end. Which it now is. So, 2 rounds down, final one.
The match has begun.
Okay, let's see how long this takes. Okay, you have a little bit more health than others, but nothing too major. So Golf, that's attack power down,
No! Power's down!
which doesn't affect exploding the slightest, and they didn't get through barrier, so Lapis is a speed up, it's fine. Baradis is a bit of an issue. And so is Liberate. Yeah, Baradis only because it really defends against one hit, but Liberate is a lot more because it stops one attack on everything in front of them. So let's get some resources back, and yeah, let's do this side. Sort of hoping I would go first, but so no damage done this time again. Expecting him to turn, so I'm going this way. Skill break, that's fine. Okay, so Liberate only blocks physical attacks, it doesn't block magical. Good to know, especially in this sort of environment. Liberidia does both, Liberate does just physical. Thank you for going first. did I get rid of there? Lappius? Not really that helpful. Although the loss in speed does mean that I should get Surefire goes first. Sort of waiting for my beast to not be confused, but that's not seeming to happen. Okay, barrier down. So just need to deal with Liberid. Powers down is fine, because I'm going to go to Earth in a moment. You are almost finished. Excellent. Okay, hitting the one on the right would be nice. Thank you. So don't have to deal with the Liberid now. This should just be a quick and easy finish now. And done.
A new level has been conquered!
So, not easy, but should not be a problem to defeat the Merge Limited. The main thing you have to worry about is really just keeping your damage up. Keep your damage up. Heal when necessary, you don't need any more than the Eliminator which I had. Having a couple of tissue lights is useful to keep your mana up as well, because if you're using high level skills, your mana pool is not going to last. So next up is the 2 sides only. I'm going to go and set my team up because...
You fought well. Come back again. I'll be waiting.
The team I've got now really isn't going to cut it. But they have done their job. And for that, I thank them. Well done, guys. You can go take a rest back in the Room of Life.
Are you in top condition? The battle sign-up is over here.
So let's go and do this. 2 side only. Side 1 to use. Fire. Side 2. Water. Yeah, I'm going to go hitting and then healing if I can. So, from what it says there, I can only use those 2 sides. So, wind and earth are off limits to me. Just because I've used that particular formation myself, doesn't mean others are going to do the same. You might see people come in with 5 beasts and 2 sides. But we've got Cure and Cinnamon in this group. The
match has begun.
And Cinnamon straight up. Yeah, as you can see, she's got 2 sides. I shouldn't be able to use that side. Yeah, I can't use that side. So I've got use of fire and earth. Sorry, fire and water. She's got use of water and wind. Okay. But these are fairly strong beasts, I would say. Slum Knight. That we're going up against, probably on the same level as the advanced. So it's going to take a little bit of beating to get through them. I did bring 3 beasts on the fire side to attack the centre though. You might notice. They're going to attack the centre predominantly. So beating through to get to the Beast Hunter is my main goal here. Don't stone. That is not ideal. The reason I say that is that one was my status healer. Yeah, let's do this again. I don't want you healing the enemy. Okay, I should have got enough back from what I had though, so let's do some damage myself. That is... annoying. The only good thing is I know they come back after, they'll be healed after. You're still confused. After this round, so at least that will be happening. I'm not even too bothered if my orb goes down. Can you stop being confused? That confusion lasted a long time. So cure finished. Okay, so one down. Next we've got cake. Could go for some cake. The coup trainer or beastmaster. These ones are going to be a bit quicker, and you only have 4 beasts. Okay. Mitria, so quick beasts going even quicker. Protect. Which means it's going to get a guard as well. Not too bad. I'm sort of expecting the Soldote on his fire line from all 3. And here's hoping it doesn't hit too hard. 100s, yeah, I can deal with that.
Hey, watch your health.
So that's basically 600. Can I take that on my water line? That's actually a good question. Maybe?
At this rate, we're in trouble.
Okay, I can't do that again. 400. I might lose 2 here. Oh no, I got the first turn. Ooh.
That's the way.
Getting the first turn actually helps out. I should be okay for healing now. Plus he did have his attack boosted from Mitria, so yeah, I should be fine now. So, 2 rounds down, Cinnamon is next. What do you have to bring to the table?
The match has begun.
You also are using just 5 beasts, so not as bad as it could be. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, Explode and Varian. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Explode, I've gone through that enough times to say what its strengths are and its major weaknesses. The higher health you have, which I've got a lot on this particular team, the worse Explode is. This should open up the way on the first in front.
I like it. Go at it.
Also gets rid of Varian. I think I can take 2 more. Yes I can.
Oh, there.
But she's pretty much wide open now. As long as Validide isn't on my Og, on Bruiser, I can do another attack move and finish this up.
A new level has been conquered.
So 2-side is not really that dangerous. As long as you're prepared for it, you're fine. Again, a lot of these special arena battles, 2 sides, merge limited, turn left, turn right. It's all about your preparation, knowing what you're doing going into the battle. As long as you're doing that, everything should be fine. The next 2, I'm worried about, actually. I sort of had a plan for 2 sides only and for merge limited. Auto right and auto left. For one, I'm not actually sure which way is right and which way is left. And I need to set my team up so that when it does turn, they complement each other. So that is going to be a thing. So I'm going to work on that, and next time, auto right and auto left. And then we'll have all the arenas done, and we'll find out what this question mark one is. And why it hasn't been unlocked yet.
You fought well. Come back again. I'll be waiting.
So yes, until next time, have a wonderful day, have lots of fun. Goodbye.